Great art. You had Ethan Van Sciver draw it, and basically it established that Parallax was an entity, not Hal. It established that, Hal did not do all these awful things by himself, and Hal is still a good guy. And so at the end of the book, all four of the major Green Lanterns, John Stewart, Kyle Rayner, Guy Gardner, and of course Hal Jordan, take down Parallax. And it's reestablished that our boy Hal Jordan is Green Lantern, and he's the greatest Green Lantern. Is the greatest Green Lantern. And so he takes over the reins, and basically my ultimate recommended reading is, what else do we have? This is not all of it, but this is most of it. This is a good chunk of it. This is at least half or more. There's about 60% of it. But let's see. The Sinestro Corps War, very cool, very great book. It's like Star Wars, basically. For that Agent Orange. My ultimate reading recommendation for Green Lantern is the Geoff Johns run. Now, if you just want to read certain parts, that's cool, but if I'm going to just recommend other books, certain books to you, I'd recommend Sinestro Corps. I would recommend Green Lantern Rebirth. I would recommend Blackest Night. Those three are the most important books, really. Green Lantern Rebirth, Green Lantern Sinestro Corps War, and Blackest Night. Those are kind of the snippets of his run. War of the Green Lanterns is cool as well, but it's not that much of a highly recommendation. I mean, if you're a Green Lantern fan, you should read all of these. And another thing I wanted to recommend was, if y'all know anything about DC, they do these this other universe thing where they kind of reboot the characters in a realistic way. They're called Earth 1. Green Lantern Earth 1 came out like 3 months ago. It's great. I would also recommend that. Okay. So Green Lantern, Geoff Johns run through basically 2007 to 2011. Green Lantern was the second most popular comic book, next to Batman. And they were very tied together. You had Geoff Johns writing Batman, and you had fucking Grant Morrison writing Batman. You had Grant Morrison writing Batman, and you had Geoff Johns writing Green Lantern. It was the ultimate pair, and Marvel was shaking in their pants at that point. They had an event every fucking minute, and DC was killing it. DC's still killing it. Although what they're doing with Batman and what they're doing with Superman is not, I don't like it. But Green Lantern is cool because Green Lantern is like this otherworldly thing, kind of. Green Lantern is like, he's the ultimate space cop. And a lot of great lessons that Green Lantern can teach you is to never fear. And not never fear, but to face fear and take it on head on. Not avoid fear, not whimper in it, but conquer fear. See, Hal Jordan didn't fucking hide from fear. Didn't, hide his fear. He embraced it and defeated his fear. That's what makes him the greatest Green Lantern. It's not that the Green Lanterns are fearless. It's that they have fears, but they don't care. They conquer them. It was never about being fearless. It's about having the will to become fearless and conquer your fears. And Green Lantern's a cool character. Not only that, but the mythos is cool. The Green Lantern universe is cool. It's probably the coolest sci-fi universe and mythos and mythology I've ever read. Green Lantern is amazing. Another recommendation is the Green Lantern Corps series that was going on while Geoff Johns wrote Green Lantern. And just the Green Lantern Corps series in general, because it didn't just focus on one Green Lantern. It focused on all these different Green Lanterns and mostly alien Green Lanterns. So when you're reading a Green Lantern comic book, you're not just reading just random humans. You're seeing all these cool aliens. It's like Star Wars, but better, because they're space cops. So it's like, if you were to make a Green Lantern movie, it would be like, they already said, Green Lantern Corps, the movie is going to be Hal Jordan. It's going to be Hal Jordan. And it's going to be John Stewart, and it's going to be a buddy cop movie. A serious black guy and a kind of jokey white guy buddy cop movie. That's Lethal Weapon. It's going to be Lethal Weapon in space. It's going to be the coolest thing ever. That's a movie y'all got to watch out for. It's one of the only reasons I'm holding on to DC movies. They should just make good movies. They should not focus on the universe. Who cares, okay? But Green Lantern is important to me because Green Lantern is, you know, taking your fear head on and defeating that fear. You know? Because Green Lantern was never about fighting evil spirits or anything. Every Green Lantern book should be a little bit about, like in the middle, should be about conquering fear. Another cool thing is the thing that Geoff Johns, of course, added with Blackest Night, which was the other color ring. So, on the side of the spectrum, you have, you know, black and white. Black being the entity of death, and white being the entity of life. But then you have Indigo, which is the Compassion Lanterns. You have Blue, which is the Hope Lanterns. You have the Star Sapphires, which are pink, which are the Love Lanterns. You have, of course, Green Lantern, which is the Will. You have Orange, which is Greed, which is only one lantern, because only one person took it and took everything. You have Red Lanterns, which are, of course, Rage. And you have the Yellow Lantern, the Sinestro Corps, which is Fear. And that was a cool idea, that they added all these different lanterns. And it made a whole, like, it's the emotional spectrum. It's so cool, and green is in the middle. So I would definitely read Blackest Night for that reason only, and I'll see you guys later, and in brightest day and blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. With those who worship evil's might, beware my power, Green Lantern's light. See you guys later.